Hi, I'm Jim Cutsinger, your elder guide to hard-won wisdom. I'm here for the guys that are doing their pit and anybody that wants a good review, a quick review of the fundamentals of clearing, the 5 steps. The 5 steps are about clearing a charge with a man, but they're also much more than that. The 5 steps help you to get clear on your inner work, and they are a great tool to use in your communication. The 5 steps help you to get clear and stay clear. Data. Data is the observable behavior. What was said, what happened? What was the event? What did a person do? Stripped down, nothing but the facts. That's what data is. What data is not is how you feel about it or what you think about it. Any kind of interpretation, any process, any feelings, metaphors, processes, all that's out. That's not data. Data is what you saw and heard. It's like being a scientist. This is what happened. This is what I heard. And it takes practice to do that. Let's do judgments next. Judgments is what was your thinking about it. Judgments is what do you believe about that situation? The human mind is designed to create understanding and to make quick judgments about situations and people and things. What was your judgment? That's the thinking part. It does not, that's what it is. What it does not include is what you're feeling. It feels like this, it feels like that. No, it's not that. It's not you did this, it's not you did that. You said this, it's not that. It is what you thought about. It's your interpretation, it's your judgment. There's one kind of judgment that's really important in a clearing, especially clearing a charge, and that's the type of judgment that's a projection. A projection is when I make up what your motivation is, your reason for doing what you're doing. That's the projection. That's almost always a projection. That's the big red flag for a projection, is when I'm guessing at what your motivations are, especially when I have a charge. Number 3 is feelings. Mad, glad, sad, afraid, ashamed. Those are all basics. What feelings are those things that you feel in your body. They emerge and they have a certain quality and they make you feel a certain way, and it's not too hard to tell them. They're all quite different. So those are the feelings. What feelings are not what happened. They have nothing to do with what happened or what was said. It's not what you thought. It's not what you made up about it. It's not your judgment. It's not your projection. It's how you feel inside here. And an emotion is what comes up from your feelings. Something emotes. Emotions come out. They come out and you can feel them coming out, and each have a different quality. They have a different physiology. That's the emotions. Now you've got the first 3 that really give you clarity on the situation. The next step is ownership. Ownership is where you take back the projection and judgments that you put on the other person and turn them into your own issue. So the first thing you do is you remember the judgments you said and think about that and see how that feels and reflect on it. And ask yourself, is there a way in which I am like that? Is there a way in which I have that too? Is this a familiar situation? Does this feel like a familiar issue that I have struggled with in myself and even with others in the past? Am I carrying some baggage? Is this an old wound? When you ask these questions, wait. You're calling something forth from your memory, from your subconscious, from your unconscious, from your shadow, and becoming more aware and taking it off the other person and beginning to do your work with it. That's the ownership of your projections and your judgments. The last step is the request. You've just done your ownership and you're connected to this issue. You've got some insight into what was going on here. You've gotten a lot clearer. And now you have a chance to say, what is it that I'm needing? To think and identify, what do I need? And then what's a small step that will take me in the direction of meeting that need? You take that small step and turn it into a simple, doable request. Like, could you sit and talk with me for 5 minutes after the meeting? Could you give me a ride home? Could you pay me the $20 you owe me? Not global requests like, could you be more considerate? Could you stop being such an asshole? Would you please change your attitude? These global requests are not good. Nobody knows what they look like. So a specific, doable request and know that you are taking responsibility for getting your needs met. The other man's not responsible, so he's free to hear your request as an invitation to contribute to his life, if that's a way he wants to participate or not. It's fine, because you have to take responsibility for your own needs. That's the request. So that's the 5 steps. I would highly recommend you take a situation and use them right away. You could even write it down or use it when you're in a situation where you have some difficulty, or for yourself, use it with a problem you have for yourself in your inner work, or for a problem you're having with another person. You can do that on your own. Well, thanks for being here, guys. And now that we have the tools, just remember to get clear and stay clear.